bows and bow ties. Look, I was trying to get my relax on. I have something to do, believe it or not, on a Sunday night. It's a short happy birthday for a friend of mine. But look, don't ask why, but it's not going to be long. She doesn't know it's happening. Anyway, I just wanted to jump on real quick because, yeah, you could tell I was trying to take a nap while my kids are outside. Two things. One, I just want to say real quick, I get a lot of comments about, it was actually a short, I believe, that I posted about Oprah and Iraq. And I just want everybody to know, I hear you. I think it's ridiculous that they're asking the common person for all this money for Maui when they all have a vested interest. So they should go ahead and make sure they can take care of the needs of those who are in Maui. They have the means, they have the resources, they have the land, they have the proximity, they have the reach. And I'll probably do another video on that maybe this week, depending on my mood. But anyway, I want to talk about why there are men who are bow-wowing. They're all the way bow-wowing. Bow wow. Look what you hit hollering dogs. Look. So I posted on my TikTok because, TikTok is entertaining. But I was talking about, the woman who got hit with a brick. And then I mentioned how my son, who at the time was in middle school, there was this girl that wanted smoke with my daughter. Now, my daughter can handle herself, but nevertheless, her twin brother, when he got wind of it, was like, oh no. And then when there was this one psycho child that kept coming after my daughter, I don't know if he was obsessed with her or not. And my son also was like, oh, absolutely not. Now, he did not get an opportunity to lay hands on anybody or anything like that. He doesn't go out of his way to fight. Where am I going with this? What I said was, for him, he was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the whacked out weirdo man in my comments were like, well, that was his sister. Let me tell you something about my son. Did you know I actually got a phone call, not once, not twice. Actually, it was twice. I take that back. I got, I got to run soon. I got a phone call from the principal where my children go to school to tell me about how my son was known for breaking up fights against a couple of other kids. One child had a disability. Yeah, it was a disability. I don't want to say names or anything like that. The point I'm making is this child was being bullied. And I was like, you know what? I was really appreciative of the fact that he jumped in and he stopped people from bullying a child. And this wasn't a black woman. This happened to be a white kid. He stopped multiple fights. I've had the principal and the vice principal tell me about how they were so proud of him. And there's some other things that went into it. And I think some other word, I don't know. But the point is, that's just who he is. That's just who he is. Okay? And so the rule in my house is if one is in it, everybody gets into it. So now, the whacked out weirdos want to get in my comments and say things like, oh, he jumped in because that's his sister. It's the right thing to do. Let me just say this. I have had in the past, my hand is getting tired of holding this up. Why did I pick this angle to do this? I have had in the past, in my favorite part of younger days, if someone was trying to do too much, there used to be men that would come and say, hey, are you okay? And where I'm going with this is my son, he was just like, absolutely not. He didn't have to think, whether it was for his sister or whether it was for the person who was being bullied. I want to make this clear. So for these weirdo, disgusting people who are like the only people who are worth protecting are people who you're related to, let me tell you something. Be careful what you wish for, because black women are going to stop coming to the aid of black men. It is disgusting. You guys are disgusting people. You're disgusting. There's no community. I've said it in other videos. There's no community. This is a whacked out group of people. Weird. It's really weird. And let me just say for the lady, there's all kinds of videos surfing whether or not she's a good person, a bad person. She's hit other people. I'm talking about in that moment, that woman did not deserve to get a brick to her head. She's probably not a good person. I don't know. I don't know this woman. I don't know this woman. But getting a brick to the head because she didn't want some to give out her number. I'm just sitting here, sorry, my phone is beeping, but let me tell you something. There's something disgusting and very degenerate about the situation. And let me just say this, if you're going by the logic that this woman was harassing people in the past and she was doing bad things, then George Floyd deserved to have his life taken because he wasn't the same. He wasn't like this great guy, right? See, I'm saying in that moment, George Floyd did not deserve to have his life taken, just like in that moment, that woman did not deserve a brick to her head. So for you whacked out weirdos are disgusting. You're disgusting. And my son has more honor and bravery than these grown men who are coming up with all of these excuses. That's the reason why the men in the men in your demographic, they're not doing well. So if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. You're disgusting. All right, let me get on up out of here because my phone is blowing up. Now, you can get in my comments and be in your feelings. And the more you're in your feelings, that's just going to let me know. Bow wow. You guys are barking and everything else. That's what you're doing. Hit dogs will holler. Because if it didn't apply, you wouldn't even need to feel to chime in. You guys are disgusting. You're sick.